About 2 years ago, I went with my family on the Econlockhatchee River from County Road 419 to Snow Hill Road at the bridge. I really didn't have a great time. There was a lot of downed trees causing us to completely take our boats out of the water at times. The river itself was very low, which caused us to drag our boats a lot of the time, making for just a very hard-working day. Although the river was beautiful, I kind of decided I was never coming back. But every time I'd look at the map, planning my next adventure, I'd find myself staring at the east side of the river with a feeling that the job just wasn't done. So on January 4th, I set out with my friend Albert to complete the eastern section of the river. The trip would be a 12-mile paddle from Snow Hill Road to State Road 46, camping overnight about halfway. I was determined to get the job done, if for no other reason than just to say it was done. As with most outdoor adventures, all of the planning in the world means nothing to Mother Nature. There was a storm coming up behind us, and my only goal from this first leg was to get to camp and set up before the rain hit. As it turned out, the storm actually helped us. It provided a nice tailwind that pushed us downriver at a pace of about 3 miles per hour, giving us plenty of time to get to camp and get set up. As we paddled, I noticed the river was more open and even wider in places than I remembered from my first trip. The water level was also around 14.5 feet, which was 3 feet higher than my last trip. This was proving to be a much nicer trip with no boat dragging required. It didn't take long for my mindset to change from completing a task to just having fun and enjoying the views and sounds around us. Before we knew it, we found ourselves at camp and set up in time to have some lunch before the rain sent us into our hammocks. The sound of the rain hitting our tarps was relaxing, and we both took the chance for an afternoon nap. storm passed and brought behind it the colder temperatures that we were expecting. Albert and I talked for a bit over dinner, adding some warmer layers of clothing as the evening came. After a while, we both retired once again to our hammocks for some shut-eye. The next morning greeted us with clear skies and the sounds of sandhill cranes as they flew past our camp. Once we packed up, we were ready to get back on the water and start the trip home. It was a quiet morning, with the exception of a few passing boats. We soon realized that the wind we were so happy to have at our backs the day before had shifted directions. We were facing into the wind for most of the way, which made for a challenging paddle. By the time we got to the boat ramp, we were exhausted. As we get closer to the end of the Econlockhatchee, which meets up with the St. Johns River, the terrain changed from dense forest on either side to more open grassy flats. This area was great for birds. While paddling, we saw a bald eagle, several golden eagles, and a large flock of ibis that I couldn't quite get on film. It's safe to say my opinion has changed about this river, and Albert and I found ourselves talking about future plans to come back. We agreed that next time we could do without the wind.